countries in Latin America, I also think that they use the word chepo for cool, but mainly the meaning is like cool, cool guy, cool, amazing, awesome. Yeah, it's like that. It's like a slang term for it.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I was looking it up, trying to find out for myself, because some of my friends know that I'm at least part Spanish, so they all assumed that I knew, and I had no idea. So I looked it up. The only thing that I could find was that is the name of a city in Panama, apparently. So I assumed maybe you guys was from Panama, but you're not. You're from Ecuador. Okay.
Yeah, no, we chose that one because most people don't know. Yeah, it keeps it interesting.
Yeah, mysterious. I like it. All right, good. All right, and I guess another important question, based on your comic book, which I think I probably know the answer to myself, but I'd like to hear it from your own mouth. What would you say is your political affiliation? I mean, and what I mean by that is, would you say you guys are, Republican, conservative, liberal, Democrat? Obviously not liberal Democrat, more like libertarian, constitutional libertarians. What would you say? What category would you say you fall into, if any?
Well, we don't want to say we're politically affiliated. We mainly use common sense. I mean, most of our viewers align us with more libertarian, conservative. We're definitely not Democrats or liberal. Definitely not. But we don't really associate ourselves with a particular political view. It's when the things that you see that we draw or the things that we say might be considered right-leaning or conservative or libertarian, but it's not really what we affiliate on. If people ask us or we have to say something on a political post, we will sometimes say either conservative or libertarian, though.
Gotcha. All right, excellent. And I myself identify as myself as libertarian as well, but I definitely respect the concept of not really wanting to identify at all. I don't know if you've heard any of my past episodes, but especially recently, even though I identify myself as a libertarian, more and more I'm finding that all these different words and labels are just there to just kind of separate and divide all of us from each other, just like Republican, just like Democrat, and really now just the words are expanding. It's just another thing to kind of help divide us as a people. I definitely would say, as far as the ideas of libertarianism, I would consider that I find myself in line with those beliefs, and I definitely that's what I felt about you guys as well. When I asked that, that's why I said I assume that I know the answer. I pretty much you were going to say that if anything, you follow along the lines of libertarian. But once again, I definitely agree with you that at the end of the day, it's better not to identify with any. We're all one human family.
We're all American. Yeah, I hear you. I want to add something to that. For example, it's like when after every election, you start seeing in news magazines like Time Magazine or Newsweek, they start saying, "Oh, the ones who voted for this person were blacks, white, Hispanic, evangelicals, atheists." And they're voting for certain reason. This group is voting for certain reason, and this other group is voting for certain reason. I mean, I'm gonna say, yes, we're Hispanic, but when it comes to that, I really hate. I really don't like it at all when I have to read about that, because at the end we're all American. So when I start reading like in those magazines about stuff like that, for me, it's like you're saying, it's like dividing us in groups, and it shouldn't be like that.
Right, absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. Very well said. Thank you for that. Moving along, who does what? I know I've got all three of you here, one at a time. If you guys can tell me, or maybe just one person can say what each person does individually, within the comic book. What you guys do on an individual basis? Who has what job?
Me, Bernardo, and Orlando. are mainly the writers. We come with most of the ideas and the story. Of course, my brother Juan does it too, but he's focused. He's the talent behind the art of Chepotin. So Juan is more focused on the drawings, on the arts. Me myself, Bernardo, I'm more focused on getting out there, getting likes for Facebook, getting recognition for Twitter. So I would say I'm more like trying to get people to know us while writing Chepotin, spending a little bit of research to see where can we take it to the next level. And like I said, my brother Juan does most of the drawings. I think my brother Juan is the one that works the most. Yeah, because those drawings, oh my God, he does everything by himself, all the drawings, even comes up with new ideas while he's drawing. Very, very talented. Like we give most of the credit to my brother Juan. He does a very good job.
Okay, yeah, great. And I mean, I would definitely agree. If anybody hasn't had a chance to check it out, and I'll give you guys an opportunity at the end to let everybody know where they can find your work and so on. But I can tell you definitely these guys are incredibly talented. I was definitely very impressed, not only with your political views and the writing that goes into it, that express your political views, but the artwork itself is excellent. I personally, was never really that much into comic books. I was when I was younger, but as I've gotten a little bit older, I'm starting to just kind of rediscover it. And the level of talent that you guys have, collectively, is incredible. Do you guys have any formal training as far as in regards to the artwork? Who did you say does the artwork again?
That would be me, Juan Villasis. Yeah, I do all the artwork, and I appreciate that my brother gave me all the credit on that. But to be honest, I just learned by myself. I mean, when I used to live in my country, I used to get pretty bored on high school. So I would just start drawing a lot,
right.
And it was just constant drawing, and I kept evolving and evolving. I mean, and to be honest, I mean, I'm a little bit of a geek, so I like to. I mean, I get inspired with the Simpsons, Dragon Ball Z. When it comes to the type of drawing, stuff like that. I mean, the type of stories that I saw. I mean, so when it came to the art, yeah, I just evolved, and later on, I just got my brothers got with me, and we decided, you know what? How about we do a cartoon about Chepotin? We just decided they had a few ideas what they could do, how to take my drawings for our own story. So it just kind of evolved. It was just evolution from me drawing over there in my country to the way it is right now.
I see. Okay, great. And that actually segues into my next question perfectly, which is, what would you say collectively as a group was your biggest influence, not only artistically, but in regards to what Chepotin is about as a whole?
Our main influence is for example, the cartoons that we see nowadays, like the Family Guy and the Simpsons. Mm-hmm. We're not influenced by them, like inspired by them, but we have noticed that most of these entertaining cartoons are left-leaning. They have their own agenda. Usually they will attack libertarians, they will attack conservatives, they will attack Christians. Sometimes showing an anti-American message. So we mainly do the opposite of that. We try to deliver a pro-American message to the viewers. Actually, our ultimate goal is to be out there with competing against these liberal cartoons.
Wow. Okay. I didn't realize that, but now that you say it, I do kind of see it now, and I really, honestly, I think that's great. I really commend you for that because, my wife, she's kind of apolitical. She doesn't try to get too involved with anything in regards to politics, but she loves things like The Family Guy American Dad and things like that, all those cartoons, and I won't watch them. And she's tried to get me to watch them before in the past, and I have no interest, specifically for that reason, because they always seem a little bit too far left-leaning, a little too anti-conservative, anti-American values, anti-family. It always just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So that's really great that's the influence, that's what inspired you, and I really hope that you're able to continue that and take it on to the next level, because that's exactly what we need in this society. We need things that are going to kind of counteract this culture now that there seems to be vehemently anti-American values, anti-conservative, anti-Constitution. Which I think is the most important thing above all else.
They have a big influence. Mainly on the young voters. Most of millennials get their information from Family Guy, The Simpsons, and Jon Stewart. I mean, it's incredible. And it's like you said, the kind of comedy that they use is a little bit insulting to us, and it rubs us the wrong way. So why not counteract it with pro-American cartoon, American values? And the word to follow is that if you see when they do their comedy, especially people like Jon Stewart or Stephen Colbert, they're supposed to be edgy,
right?
And it's not edgy, because you see that type of comedy. Everybody says that. Everybody says the stuff that they're saying. When it comes to being anti-American, when it comes to putting out anti-American jokes, anti-Christian jokes, I don't know, portraying Republicans or Tea Party people as terrorists or Nazis or stuff like that. Well, they portray Obama, as a Superman, or as I think I saw the other time an episode of Family Guy that Barack Obama was like a rock star. Meanwhile,
right.
Yeah, that was it. They put Obama as a rock star in an episode of Family Guy. Well, all the other years under the Bush administration, they used to put him as dumb, as stupid, all the stuff. I mean, come on, they lost their edginess. I mean, they're not edgy anymore. They're like pro-establishment, actually.
Right. So, you're absolutely right.
So yeah, it's like you know what? How about we do things different? And by doing things different, that will be actually original. Actually, that will be original. If we do things different, it will be original. I'm funny, actually.
Right, and potentially effective as well. Absolutely, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, it's obvious, and what really kind of drives me crazy is that the far left leaning side are supposed to be the ultra tolerant, tolerate everybody, peace, love, and happiness for everyone, and so on. But the culture's changed so much, and disagree with me if you do. But for me, it seems that they've become so aggressive. In the past, Democrats and far left leaning liberals were always kind of hippies and peace and love to everybody and so on. And now they're so aggressive and angry, and they attack everyone. They seem like, to me, like the opposite of tolerant. What do you think?
Of course, they're not tolerant at all. Every time you disagree with them, they will attack you. They will tell you you're stupid. They will actually use racial insults.
Right.
We get those insults all the time in our Facebook page or by email. They know how to insult people. I mean, racial, the most intolerant type of stuff you ever knew. They will definitely tell you the most creative, racial attack you will ever see. I don't want to say racial, I would say racist things. I mean, what I have seen, I mean, another thing, I mean, what I'm saying what I have realized is that the racism that comes from people is because they think they're better than you. And it's because when they think that they're better than you, they think that they can insult you with racist stereotypes or racist insults or stuff like that. Because they think